Hey guys, how you doing? So, I've been playing Mechwarrior Mercenaries 5. Um, it's not a review. This is just tips and tricks and things I've noticed and things that can improve your quality of life and your enjoyment of the game. Um, so here we are. This is the mech bay. These are your battle mechs. Big stompy robots. Warhammer, Stalker, Warhammer, and Hunchy. Um, so first tip, tab. Just hit the tab key. Okay, you don't have to. Some people are like, "Hey, go over here and push E," and you get this, and that's fine. Um, some people think you have to run all the way up these stairs like this, and then yes, you can look here and see your damaged mechs, and then that's kind of neat. That's fine, but you don't have to come to the table. Okay, you just hit tab. Okay, tip number 2. Armor, 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 armor. Oh my god, max your armor. So important. When you get the mechs, even if you buy them brand spanking new in perfect condition, they're going to be under armored. Okay? And so what you want to do is you want to come in here and let's take a look at this hammer. You want to do edit loadout. You want to do details. Okay. And you want to take a look at this stuff here. Okay? You need max armor in critical locations. Okay? If you can do it. You'll notice my center torso armor is a little low. Oh, I don't like that at all. I need to fix that. That's too much back armor. I don't think I got to, I can't do it here, but what I would do is, I would do that. Set it to 12. I usually do 12 everywhere. Some people go lower. That's fine. You just have to be really careful with your positioning. If you're going to run really low back armor, then you need to make very, very sure, very careful that you keep your front armor towards your opponents at all times. On brawler mechs, where you're getting in there and you're going to be showing your back to your opponent, simply because you're in the fray, you're in the melee, you're in the furball. Below 12 or 14 rear armor might it might come back to bite you, so be very careful. But yeah, so when you buy a brand new mech or get a brand new mech and you get it repaired, strip it and then max that armor and then start fiddling. A lot of times you don't need max leg armor. You do need max arm armor. Your arms get shot off a lot. I highly recommend max torso armor, and I highly recommend maximum center torso armor, even though on this mech I have screwed up and I haven't done that. So, and I'm not going to do this right now because I don't think I can afford to wait 2 days where I am. Actually I can. Let's take a little leg armor. Let's get this. I don't want to go too low on the leg armor, especially if you have ammo. Another tip, whenever possible, put your ammo in your legs. I don't know why I did this. That's really stupid. Is this going to slow me down too much? Yeah, it's going to slow me down too much. Okay. But yeah, I would move the Artemis ammo here and the heatsink up there. And then once you've got your adjustments made, then so you can actually take a little out of your head. The AI doesn't get a lot of headshots, so I like to keep 20, so I can take an AC 20 shot to the head. After that, yeah, so we'll do this. So, okay, we're in a conflict zone, so you can see how much more expensive this is. So it's plus 65%. That's not too bad at this level. I'm at Merc level 10. Um, so we'll let that get fixed up. Okay, tip number 2. Be very careful of... Okay, you see this here? This says 90. Did you see what it just said? Look, watch. 65. Now 90% longer, but this is wrong. They need to fix that. You have to be really careful when you're on your star map. And so this is actually correct, but I have seen some cases where this doesn't match up with this, and sometimes this doesn't match up with the actual results when you're trying to repair. So 65%, what I do is I take a look at the red numbers here, okay? And if I look at my mechs and I start adding up, say this one got damaged, so you got to watch out for that. You have to come in here and remove these, and then go small laser. Where's my small lasers? There's my small laser. And let's put a heatsink back in. Okay. And then when I do repair all, see, look at that. Ouch. That's a lot of money right there. I might start to think about doing this not in the conflict zone because it's so darn expensive. So you need to look at travel costs and you need to look at repair costs and kind of balance the two. So in this particular instance, because the repair costs are so high, I'm going to bounce out and repair, and then I'll bounce back in and I'll save money. It's $100,000. It's 100,000 C-bills to move around, but my repair costs are so high. And some of these conflict zones, it's 300% repair cost. So those you definitely can't afford to be doing that nonsense. And so we go here and 24,000. So very nice. And then we'll have to come in here and we'll have to fix. There we go. And oh, by the way, so another neat thing you can do is you can buy direct from this screen. Click on the market, and then like I'm low on single heat sinks. If you right click, buy a heat sink, and you don't have to leave this screen. So it's pretty handy. And we'll fix this up. Okay. We'll get this guy repaired. And get this guy repaired. Right. Now, I don't need that fire starter. That's a 3H. I don't want a 3H. So we'll sell off this fire starter. And as you can see, I'm doing quite well for money. I've got some nice mechs. Mostly heavies. I've got a few assault mechs. So, another tip I would recommend, you try to get 2 lances built up for the tonnages you're currently dropping at. I'm currently dropping at 270, and so I've got 2 configurations where I can drop 270 twice, and that way I can get through a 3 mission, a long duration mission. Let's say it has 3 missions. What I can do is I can drop my first set, and then what I do is I repair the less damaged mechs. I save the banged up mechs for out of the conflict zone repairs, and I just do my best to get to that 3rd mission and muddle through it. So you can repair your first set, use your second set, don't repair them, and then by that time some of your first set mechs will be repaired, and you can use a combination of first and second set mechs in your 3rd mission, and you can finish the long duration mission. And you want to be doing long duration missions. They are very profitable. You get bonus salvage points on long duration missions. So you'll get more salvage, and salvage is where you get your money. That's where you get paid. The sea bills and the insurance, those are fine. I salt to taste with those two, but I really try to go all in on the salvage. And so yeah, mech pilots. You want to go for the mech pilot with the biggest second number, the biggest potential. These numbers, this is just these numbers added up. Okay, so he currently has 28 skill points. That's these numbers to the left, and he can get to 31. This guy is not that good. Okay, these guys are better. This guy, you get him very early. You get Freeman very early. He is a really good pilot. He'll keep you very happy for a long time. Eventually, you will replace him. Okay, 60s max. So, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. So, what I'm currently trying to get all my pilots into the 40s. Okay. Okay, mechs. Do I have any recommendations on mechs? Yes and no. When I'm looking for mechs, I'm looking for a nice mix of ammo versus energy. And I say that because you need to have some energy because there's so much trash you have to clean up in this game. There's lots of little vehicles, lots of little turrets and little things that you need to, you're going to take out 50, 60 vehicles and turrets. Okay, and if you go into a mission with all ammunition-based mechs, you could struggle. Okay, if things go long. So try to bring some energy for killing trash. If you're new to Mechwarrior, if you're new to BattleTech, I will just simply tell you the medium laser is king. Okay, this is quite possibly the best weapon in the game. I know people are going to roll their eyes, but you need to look at the numbers. This weapon weighs 1 ton and does over 5 points of damage. It goes up as you add the pips, okay? So no pips is your lowest level, and then as you add pips, the weapon does more damage, has a better rate of fire, produces less heat, has a longer range, blah, 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 blah. Okay, but anyway, when it comes to bang for your buck, your medium laser is the best weapon in the game, hands down, period, okay? It has a very respectable range. It does great damage per ton. It does great damage per unit of heat. You look at this is 5, and this is 8, right? And this does 2 heat, and this does 5 heat, okay? This weighs 5 tons. This weighs 1 ton, okay? Now, the large laser has its place. It has a longer range. So you need large lasers, large pulse lasers, ER large lasers, PPCs, ER PPCs. Those things have their place. But you need these more efficient medium lasers for when guys get up on you. Okay? So these medium lasers are absolutely beastly. They're fantastic. This is 20 points of damage. This is 20 points of damage, and it's pinpoint accuracy. It's not totally front loaded, but the beam duration on this is really short. It's really not that long. With a little bit of practice, you can keep the vast majority of those 20 points onto a single panel. If you don't know, if you're a veteran of Mechwarrior, then you already know this. But BattleTech uses panels. We have hit locations. Okay, so you have center torso, your right torsos, your arms, your head, and your legs. They all have armor factors, and they all have structure factors. This is internal structure. So once this reaches 0, then you start burning through structure. Then once you get structure to 0, the limb is destroyed. And then the damage transfers inward. It goes from right leg to right torso into center torso, from right arm to right torso into center torso. This damage will transfer inward, okay? So it's important to try to pick a panel and wail on it. Okay, if you see a Centurion, pick his right arm and wail on it. Okay, because that's where his gun is. Do I have a Centurion still loaded? I do not. Okay, I do have a Hunchy. Okay, if you see a Hunchy, see that big old shoulder right there? That's where you aim. You take that out first. Okay, and then once you've taken out their main weapon, take out their legs. Leg them. You want to kill everything with leg kills. You'll get more salvage, okay? And you'll kill them quicker. If you aim up here, it's going to spread all over the place between arms and torsos and center torso. Aim low, go for the legs. It's hard to do with single shot autocannons. You got to be. Sometimes when I'm using an AC-20 single shot, I'll just go body. Because I've seen the autocannons go between their legs and off to the side. It can be really frustrating. It's really hard to hit the legs with the single shot autocannons. With the burst fire autocannons, it's easier. So there we go. Let's take a look at some combat here. Do we have everybody getting fixed? Yes, okay. In terms of cold storage, I like to leave one slot open for now. I haven't reached a point where I need all 12 slots over here. When you get mech salvage, if these are all full, they'll go directly into your cold storage. Okay. What's annoying about cold storage is not only do the mechs lose all their gear, they also lose their paint job, which is really frustrating. That's another tip. Paint your mechs. Pick a color, your favorite color, something that stands out. I like purple. And paint your mechs in a similar color palette. Okay? It makes it easier to spot friendly mechs whenever you're in the furball, when you're in the melee. Things are kind of messy. It's easier to pick out. I have not killed or legged or knocked a component off a friendly mech in almost 45 hours of play. I have accidentally killed an AI mech who was badly shot up, and I put a full SRM volley from my favorite Stalker, and that didn't go well. You may have noticed I'm using large lasers instead of PPCs. I don't like PPCs, and I'll tell you why. PPCs were bugged in Mechwarrior Online, and I played a lot of Mechwarrior Online, and they're still bugged in this game. From time to time, PPCs will go absolutely wonky and just miss. They go right through the damn target. Sometimes if you have two PPCs, you'll see them cross like an X. It's incredibly frustrating. PPCs are devastating when they work. They're fantastic. But they're shit when they don't work. The other problem is PPCs have a minimum range of 90 meters. So if you've got PPCs, your opponent what's he going to do? He's going to charge to 80 meters and wail on you, unless he's an idiot. Okay? So I don't like that. Yes, on paper, a PPC is superior to a large laser. I admit that fully, completely. But it's so much easier to leg opponents with large lasers. And large lasers are more consistent. They're more reliable than PPCs. And they're not as hot. PPCs are really hot. So that's all there is to it. This is my favorite Stalker build. This is 2 large lasers, 4 medium lasers, and 4 SRM6s. If I ever get 4 SRM6 Artemis, they're going on this bad boy. Love this mech. This mech is absolutely formidable. Let's see. Let's go get some action. That's weird. I thought I was just there. Okay, so when you're looking at a system and you're trying to figure out if you want to go there, I am trying to... So this is the Galactic Map. Okay, this is Davian. This is Merrick, Steiner, Draconis Combine. This is Liao. Okay, I've decided to piss off Liao, and I've made nice with Davian and Merrick. But I've been able to keep the Draconis Combine pretty happy, and that's nice because I can buy and sell in far more locations than I would be able to otherwise, because you get a discount on purchases based on how happy that faction is with you. So if I come here and I go to the market, plus 25% off all purchases. That's really nice. That's very handy, okay? And if you go to Liao, Liao hates my guts. So they're going to be minus 25%. So things are going to cost 25% more, okay? So yeah, House Davian's friendly, Karita's friendly. Now Steiner, this is going to be really tricky to keep Steiner happy and not piss off Karita or Merrick, because they have problems on their borders, if you will. So anyway, oh, if you don't know, okay, so wherever you see the dotted constellation lines, these are your industrial hubs, okay? And so you're looking for configurations of contested space near industrial hubs, okay? And so whenever you see these yellow symbols, these are high payout missions. When you can do them, try to do them. I haven't been able to always do them because of the faction hit. But yeah, okay, so there's your industrial hubs, conflict zones. Pay attention to repair costs. Let's go over here and let me show you how I run a mission. I may have to wait a few days for my repairs to finish up. Okay, when I'm looking at missions, I'm looking at salvage points. Okay, so if we take a look at this 3-mission set here, this is pathetic. I mean, that's terrible. But now you watch, I get 3 points per. So 12 points of salvage. That's not that great. Let's take a look at this one. So that's 14 points. And see, I can really buff that up. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, because the salvage on that 3-mission op is so pathetic. So let's take a look. All right. How long till my hammer's ready? 7 days. That's not bad. We'll wait. Okay. So our hammer's ready. And this should work just fine. So again, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be looking for legging mechs, and you need to use your lance command buttons, F1 through F5. You need to be very careful with attack my target. The AI is stupid. Your lance mates are stupid. And if you make initial contact and stir up the hornet's nest, and then pick a high priority target in the center of the hornet's nest and say kill my target, your moronic mech pilots will charge in. You don't want that. They will take a lot of damage. You want armor damage. You don't want internal damage. Right?
Our employer wants it gone, and we aim to please.
Another thing you want to do, you want to practice torso twisting when you're taking damage. So if your target's there, fire, and then twist away, and then come back in, and then fire, and then twist away, steer away, and torso twist. Okay, and use your. Oh wait, let's check the map. Press B. Okay, we're fine.
Target acquired. Target eliminated.
Yeah, press B to bring up the large map so you can figure out exactly how to get in there. But yeah, try whenever possible. Try not to face hug your targets, because then all the damage will get concentrated on your center torso, and you don't want that. Okay, now, buddy, don't be shooting my legs. What the? Where did I? Oh, he was hiding in the woods. Thank you. Yeah, I love the Stalker. Yeah, if you're in a really long mission and your lance mates, let's say, because you'll notice you tend to lead and you tend to take a lot of damage. So sometimes it's best to come up and do F1 and then aim at the landscape and do F3. And now you can slow down and they'll take the lead. And this way you can walk damage, you can spread damage between you and your lance mates. You can also give commands to individual lance mates. So if one guy is damaged, you see how you have all these trash mobs here you've got to clean up. Okay, so they're reporting on station. So I'm going to do F1, form on me. I'm going to go ahead and lead. Now again, you know, if you see a Victor, take off that right arm. Centurion, take off that right arm. Hunchback, go for the hunch. Go for that right shoulder. Other mechs like hammers and stalkers, they have their weapons more evenly distributed, so it's kind of harder. So mechs like that, I just go for the legs. You got to manage your heat. Got to really watch that heat. Learn your mech. Kind of get like with this mech, I know at about 80% is when I can't fire my SRMs. It'll shut me down. If I want to keep my rate of fire up and I'm above 80% heat, then all I can use is my medium lasers.
Target acquired.
And there are some quad AC5 tanks, or watch out for those things. They will mess you up.
Enemy destroyed.
Another way to stir up, if you want to get the enemy stirred up, attack them from range.
Target destroyed.
Here we go. I'm gonna pause here. See that Hunchy right there? He's right. I want to work on that hump. Just a little bit. Okay, let's get these little shits mopped up. Want to go for those legs. You got a guy circle strafing you. Yeah, see those SRMs make short work of things. Okay, there's two hunchies. Gotta work on those hunches. Okay. Yeah, those AC-20 burst fires will mess you up. So as long as he'll let me, I'm just gonna get. Okay, dude, don't charge. He's charging.
There it is. I'll leave the rest of the demolition job up to you, Commander. Acquired.
So you can see, only my large laser has the range right now. Really trying to get that AC-20. There we go. Now he's harmless. There we go. Now we go for legs.
We're making progress, but still have a long way to go. Keep at it, everyone.
Twist away. Take that damage. Oh shit! I screwed up. You don't want to do that. Don't do that. That was really stupid. Don't do that. Okay, we should. There we go. Okay, we're at 75. So now we gotta go medium lasers. Just about got him. One more shot. There we go. And now we just mop up some of these tanks. Come on.
You've managed to demolish about half of the target's buildings. Crack on, Commander.
Just trying to get building damage here.
Enemy destroyed.
Our payday is nearly here, Commander. Just keep smashing.
Oh,
Target acquired.
where'd he come from? Alright. Oh, that was a bad shot. Okay, lost him. There we go. Ah. That blackjack is really annoying. What the f... Alright, I got you. Love my SRMs. How's my heat? Okay, let's get him. Nope, he moved.
Your kill is about to explode, Commander.
Yeah, get away from that guy. Okay.
You did it, Commander. This whole place has been flattened. Now, let's get out of here before more trouble
It's a
arrives.
little
Head to the evac
out
zone.
of range. Okay. Let's take some damage on the side there. Okay. Gotta cool off here.
Enemy mech down.
Okay, where's my landing spot? All the way over that way. You gotta be kidding me. This is when the Stalker is not the best choice because it's so slow. But I think you can see how devastating those SRMs are. They're absolutely ferocious. Are we getting another pack? Come on, guys. Let's go. Get on me.
Following your lead.
You know what? I'm gonna tell them to move over there.
Moving as a unit, Commander.
Just go. You know, if you're doing a multi-mission contract, it's really important to try to keep the AI from taking excess damage, and you do that through giving them move to location commands, because they will lock on to the nearest target and they won't give up on it. You know, you can tell them to form on you, and they just won't do it. I think I did an okay job distributing damage. My torso twisting could have been better. Oh, and when it comes to ammo, I recommend for SRMs, I would do like for this configuration, I do 2 tons of SRM ammo. If I only had one SRM, 1 ton. For autocannons, I like 2 tons per autocannon, maybe even 2.5. It depends on your configuration.
Ship on approach, Commander.
If you
Prepare for
if you
extraction.
have plenty of energy backup for your autocannon, then 2 tons might be enough. Especially like with the autocannon 20, like on my Orion, I run an AC-20, and 2 tons is enough because it's got enough energy and missile support that I don't have to carry that much. Okay, so another tip: when you're done with your mission, and they screwed me. I did all that legging, I didn't get anything. Wow. Okay, sort by value, and then just start adding them up. Unless there's something you need specifically. You know, if you're looking for a large laser or a PPC or some medium lasers or whatever. But I just sort by value, and then I just start filling in. And so that's a good mission. Almost 3 million. We did really good on our damage. We didn't take a lot of damage. And then you can see here your look. I did far and away all the tanking, which I should have been. I was in the assault mech. So yeah, the catapult got a little bit of bang up there. Another thing I recommend when you're looking for mechs, In my opinion, the Catapult C1 is the best model. You get 4 energy hardpoints, 2 missile hardpoints, so you can run this LRM-15 4 medium laser configuration. It's really powerful, really effective, and the AI does just fine with it. There's also the K2 variant, which is your twin PPC catapult. That one's a good one too. It's a really good, really solid mech. You can't do some of the crazy things that we did in Mech Online in this game because the hardpoint system's a little different. They've tweaked it, so no twin AC-20 catapults. They nerfed that, and quite frankly, they should have. So anyway, that's just some tips and tricks, things that should improve your enjoyment of the game. It does have some bugs. I've seen some mechs spawn in the geometry, which is frustrating. There is a contract negotiation point bug where you'll negotiate your contract, you'll distribute your negotiation points, and then when you at the end of the mission, they won't be there. It's very frustrating. But it's a good fun game. I do recommend it. I probably need to sell off some of these, but I'm such a collector. I like collecting battle mechs. It's just big stompy robots. It's fun. Oh, another tip. Later in the game, keep your AI out of light mechs. They will get shredded. It's so frustrating to go in with 3 heavy mechs, and then you've got 30 tons left, and you just can't shoehorn in a third mech, and then I'd throw in the javelin, and the javelin would get annihilated and cost me 800,000, a million in repairs. So I've gotten away from, I don't use light mechs at all anymore. Because they're just too darn squishy. I'll go assault heavy with just 3 mechs before I'll go, let's just say 2 heavies, a medium, and a light. I won't do that. I will not drop a light anymore. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Let me look around here. If there's anything else I wanted to say, think about. Oh, buying and selling. Ooh, a battle master. Ooh. Ooh, and it's the good battle master. Ooh, I may have to buy that. Buying and selling. You can do it anywhere. The prices are the same as far as from what I've seen. There's no change. So come in here with your equipment and check to see if you have anything in excess, like 6 AC-10s. I don't need 6 AC-10s. Sell off a few of those. Take a look at what you'll eventually figure out what you like, what you don't like, what suits your style of play. And if you don't use AC-20s, sell them off. It's a great weapon. I highly recommend you learn how to use it. But if you don't like AC-20s, then sell them off. Um, these no pip AC-5 burst fires. Yeah, I don't need that. See ya. Yes, I do have Gauss. Yes, I probably should be using it. LB-10X. Interesting weapon. Crit Seeker. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. Mechwarrior, Mercenaries 5. Nice game. Good game. And I'll see you next time.